Hello and welcome. This is Niketa Dedhia signing in from the Exponent Consultancy Services. At ECS, we help students, researchers, or individuals achieve their desired level of success and progress through a variety of debt-free programs and be successful across all levels of bachelor's, master's, PhD, postdoc. Today, I'm going to talk about a very interesting topic that defines the new world. What's a new world? A new world is much away from the black and white era, much away from the color era, but a world in which there is an interface, whether it's in books, posters, trademarks, and pictures communicate. Isn't that the world that we are living in? With so much technology, so many gadgets around us. There's animation, there is brand identity. And who rules this world? This world is ruled by the graphic designer, the user interfacers, and so much more. It's a world that's expanding. It's expanding leaps and bounds. How much is that? Graphic design world is a whooping $15 billion industry. Yes, it's a $15 billion industry growing at 3 to 5% annually. And that means a lot. But graphic design, we keep hearing that word. What does it mean to us? It means a lot of things and a lot of aspects covered into it. Just graphic design by itself means nothing, but let's understand the details, what it would entail. A graphic design, you could be studying graphic design and visual communication. What does that mean? It means that you would be a future professional in which there is permanent change as the lines between the scientific disciplines become increasingly blurred or diminish. Your work life is influenced by the changes of the new media, tools, and the scenarios that you bring about. And you can look forward to developing completely new products, services, or forms of interaction. And that means connecting to future market trends, establishing the skills. This could mean a revolution in the field of technology, computer sciences, and design. The various aspects of this, you could be working in design departments, advertising agencies, media design, creative industries, or just as a freelance designer. And why is that so important? What aspects can you study? You can study various aspects like information and communications design, which means interface, bookmarks, brochures, posters, trademarks, the world of communication designers. And a good communication design is not just functional, but receptive to emotional aspects as well. And that's why communication designers have to find solutions to a huge variety of questions. Which feature does a user interface need to make it easy to operate? What kind of a package design is best suited to emphasize the qualities of a product? How can a diagram distill complex information into a more easy, understandable form? And how can I develop creative, intelligent concepts to help a business stand out from other businesses? The list goes on and on and on. Designers of the future are not just responsible for staging the products, but also working in interdisciplinary teams, tasked with more and more developing contents, products, services from scratch. And that's why there's a special emphasis on cooperation and working closely with the faculty's IT experts, natural scientists, engineers, economists, sometimes even psychologists. Yes, that's true. I'm going to talk about a very unique field that's going to revolutionize the world in today's world. It's called the human computer interaction, the HCI, human computer interaction, a revolutionary field within the world of graphic designing, user interface, and UX. What does it mean? It means the field of human-computer interaction and psychology usability and the user study methodology. User-centered designs, user interface testing, innovative interface technologies in virtual reality, computer vision, image analysis, adaptive system, mixed reality, ubiquitous computing, graphic interfaces, so much. Yes, that's working in modern laboratories of the research groups and working with excellent infrastructure to include high precise eye tracking equipment, 3D printers, 4D printers, rapid prototyping technologies, unique multi-user stereoscopic projections, latest generations of head-mounted displays, high resolution title display walls that we see around in the airports or just at various events, multi-touch screens, 3D scanners, various unmanned aerial vehicles and more. Aerial vehicles are becoming a very common feature in weddings too these days, or at a launch event, a launch party. So regularly involved in research, developmental projects in the study and international publication. Usability is very vital for the computer systems, and therefore it becomes pervasive. The ability to design complex systems and user interfaces with regard to the usability and appropriateness for the usage context increases in importance. And therefore, the job adverts for software developers often request for knowledge of usability and interface design. This is exactly what you'll be working on in conception, developmental, and novel interface technologies in the area of usability, user interface, user research, which are both growing in demand. The other name for graphic design is also development of digital products. What is digital products? So internationally recognized digital products, which means to be trained as an interaction designer, web developer, and conceptioner. Yes, that's a new field that's gaining a great promiscuity. With a single qualification, you can achieve all of this. What does it mean? Understanding the social media, content engineering, script languages, software architecture, and usability aspects. This forms a solid foundation for the targeted conception, development, and visual designing of apps, professional applications, and online services, as well as operating systems, virtual spaces, virtual reality, and games. This complexity and variety of projects will provide new challenges, but also you will develop new skills to come back to the real world. Various other aspects that come into picture are also co-op design research or integrated design or design and interaction. What would be design and interaction? How do you communicate complex content through multi-layered digital stories? So you need approaches that are far beyond established forms of communication and interaction. Therefore, interfaces have become more and more present in everyday life. We do not realize that, but they are present. These enable us to communicate with each other, different objects, surroundings, and thus increasing the importance of calls for new scenarios and solutions that have to be developed and designed. And this is the various forms of graphic designing, user interface, UX, and much more, so that you become a responsible, conceptually strong, content-oriented graphic designer. You could be working in software development, both in the field of conception and development of novel interface technologies, and much more. So we've talked about various aspects of graphic designing, user interface, UX. Within that aspect, you can be studying information and communication, user experience design. This is a very unique factor because it plays a role in everyday life. Where it's human factors that's getting involved, ergonomics or multimodal or multisensory human-computer interaction with audio-video processing and game design interface solutions for augmented or virtual reality. So you are studying design strategies and management and managing complex projects. And all of this is a huge, whooping $15 billion industry that's growing anywhere between 3 to 5% annually. So you're studying human-computer interaction, user experience design, design interaction, graphic design, visual communications, digital products, integrated design, and the very, very unique human-computer interaction, HCI, and design research. You can study all of this, but you have to feel relevant. The competition is very fierce. And so the seats are small. The spots are very little, competition is fierce, and ECS, Exponent Consultancy Services, helps you position yourself in the debt-free education market for you to equip yourself with the latest, best education in a debt-free world so that you're not burdened by student loans in the international territories, and you can embark on your progress as soon as you finish studying that into a $15 billion industry. Write into us at queries@exponentconsultants.com. I repeat, queries@exponentconsultants.com. Our research experts and a team of experts is waiting to help you, guide you, and mentor you through the 8-phase process for your best success for the future. Go grab the future, it's yours, and take our help to navigate in this fiercely competitive world. Thank you. Signing out is Niketa Dedhia from the ECS.